So Lee's got a new steering wheel from the AliExpress because mine has a really nice steering wheel in it. And he reckons it's a bit thick, so we're going to check the girth of Lee's thing.
Are you ready for the girth? Here it comes.
I think we're close my eyes.
I was going to say close your eyes.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
Put your hands in driving position.
Okay.
Okay. Girth it.
Holy fuck. It's giant.
That's what she said.
It is. It feels fine that it's heavy.
Heavy is good. Heavy is reliable. If it doesn't work, you can always hit me with it.
Yes.
No, that's nice. It feels nice.
It's very nice, but right in there is like Girth City.
I would like to compare it against mine.
I'm sure you would.
Cut.
Do you think yours is less girthy?
I don't know.
I think it is. You can't even get your hand around it.
It's quite amusing.
You need two hands.
I would say mine feels softer.
How hard can it be?
Insert innuendo here.
Yeah, no,
It's like it feels.
here.
I can't say it.
Here it feels good. So when I hold it here, it feels good. But
It's quite varying sculpture.
when I grab there, it's too
Vary the
thick.
right word?
It's way too thick. Like I don't even know what to do with something that thick.
So, how much was this one?
$375.
And mine was about $1,100 fitted.
Yeah.
And we think.
Fitted. It's
Well-
it's one bolt.
No, but you've got to change over all the bits and
Oh,
bobs and
fuck.
stuff. Flappy paddles and stuff.
So yeah, we're gonna put this in with some paddles maybe.
Yeah, because you've got new paddles too.
They're girthy.
What is the plan for today, Mr. Bald?
We're going to put the thickness in the car.
The girthy steering wheel.
So we're going to pull the old wheel out, take it apart, see if we can get the new paddles on the new wheel with the old internals. It's complicated. We're just going to see how it goes.
So I guess step one, discombobulate the battery so we don't set the airbags off.
Good idea. Before we play with the bombs.
Loud noises!
Did you see that, by the way?
What's that? Oh, have you done it? Hey, self-opening bootlet again.
It's how I broke my arm doing this, though. So
Don't tell Bev.
didn't break my arm, Bev. Don't worry.
So with the battery disconnected, the next step is going to be to remove the airbag so that we can get to the bolt that holds the steering wheel on.
Yes. So to get the airbag off, I have to feel for the nubbin. So there's a nubbin right there, which you can't really see, but there's an indentation in there. Let me show you with the screwdriver.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
So you push in there and you kind of feel around. It's like when you were 17 in the closet, you didn't really know what you were feeling for.
Wax on, wax off.
And then you have to wiggle it until the airbag pops off, and then there's one on the other side too. Top tip, make sure the steering wheel is straight before you take the steering wheel off, so when the steering wheel goes back on, it's straight. Now you can see there's space in there. So in theory, the other side now should be easier.
And only take about an hour.
Yeah, but... Okay, Gareth thinks he has the technique. We have one side out. Hey, there we go. Do you want... Right. So, airbag. So yeah, it's that top clip there.
Gotcha.
And then that should release. And then same thing, there should be a top clip there. And then a release.
Okay, I'll put the bomb somewhere else.
Put the bomb maybe outside.
Walking very, very gently. Step away from the explosive device. So this is what's behind the airbag. Basically, one big bolt there, and then we can take the screwdriver off. Here's a top tip. Once you've undone the bolt a little bit, just give the steering wheel a bit of a tap so that when it does come off, it doesn't hit you in the face. We've all done that, haven't we, Lee?
What's that?
Had a steering wheel hit us in the face because we've taken the bolt all the way out.
Oh yeah. The removal. There we go.
So this is where you want to just have a wee tap so that it's off the bolt. There we go. So that it doesn't hit you in the face.
Because we've all done that.
Many times.
Looks like a pushy pulley thing. Or a squeezy. So steering wheel's out. First thing we're going to try and do is swap the paddles over, because I'm not sure if they're going to work or not. And if they do work, then we're golden, because obviously the steering wheel is going to work because it's a direct replacement.
And round.
And square. D. It's a D.
It's a D shape.
It's a big D. It's a big girthy D.
Odd thing to say.
Sorry, Bev. Had to put that in there. So because the new steering wheel has nothing on it, it's just the guts, everything's got to come out of here, including those 2 bolts, those ground wires. So Gareth shall disassemble, and we will get everything swapped over. We'll film anything that is complicated or tricky, or if we get it finished.
Which for us is a lot.
Right.
So, as per Jason Joyrides, the iPhone SIM card removal tool is the perfect tool for the job.
Thank you, Jason.
So we're going to pry this off here.
So what Gareth is doing now is we're disassembling the factory paddles, because I've bought new aluminum paddles, and we're going to try and get the guts from the OE paddle into the new paddle, which shouldn't be that hard at all.
You notice we're filming the second one, not the first one.
Yeah, it was really
There's a reason for that.
We did it once and it took us like 4 hours.
So, back plate.
Back plate. So that just comes off. There's no screw.
Really important, when you pop this out, don't let it all fall apart. Because if if it all falls apart, it'll take you 4 hours to put it back together.
Yeah.
So, and then the pin comes out the top. Just pull that off. And it will hinge one way, which I think is this way. I'm going to turn it over so that the pieces stay inside. So that's no longer needed. This piece can fall out, that piece can fall out, the spring sometimes falls out. And then we need the new paddle. So it's going to hinge from this end. So we're going to go on from there. And then the pin goes back through. We're going to go in once it lines up. And we make it nice and flush. We have a nice positive click.
Clicky, clicky. I'll put all the links to the steering wheel and the paddles in the description. Again, thanks Jason Joyrides for giving me this idea. I didn't think it would work with the new paddles, but thanks to your video, we figured it out a lot. Made a couple little mistakes, but we won't talk about that.
We have a new wheel.
With clicky new paddles.
And it wasn't a pain in the arse at all.
No, and it's a good looking wheel.
It is girthy.
So now we're going to test everything before we actually button everything back up. So plug everything in, put the wheel on, see if the paddles work, and then hopefully everything clicks. Airbag light.
All right, so we've started the car up. We're going to try the flappy paddles.
Hey! Oh, but it'll only go to second while you're stopped.
Yeah.
So down and up.
I am the smart. I am the smart. Mr. Marty.
Everything is working.
And well, let's hope we can fix the airbag light.
Yeah.
So rather than put the airbag back into the car and then realise the steering wheel's not straight, we thought we'd better go for a drive first just to make sure it is straight.
We can test the paddles too.
May as well.
Up. Down. They haven't been for a ride in this car yet.
This will be our first then. So we thought we'd test it with no seatbelts and no airbag. Jeez. All right, so in comparison, this is my wheel in my car.
Oh, it's much smaller. Like, well, yeah, because I can get my thumbs around here.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the whole wheel is smaller too.
Yours did feel quite big. I know what mine feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very sculpted.
Yeah.
It's very, very big. Right, let me go and get the code reader.
Okay. The beard's reaction to the girth and the paddles.
We'll go that way. Oh yeah. Oh, right. So it's because it's quite sharp edges.
Yes.
It's quite sculpted, and to look at it looks really nice.
Yes.
The paddles are nice.
Yeah, they are.
All right. So at the other end of the project, we're reinstalling the airbag. Once again, the battery has been disconnected. We torque up of the thing to one grunt.
And then the airbag should just get clipped back in, green to green. Goes that way. Must be this way. So one clippy. There we go. And then to put the airbag in, it just goes in and you give it one of these. There we go.
Happy?
Like 10 minutes, guys. You should do this, really. It wasn't too
Hang on before you... Too late.
Okay. So now we will see.
Do we have an airbag light?
We have a door open light.
We know the door's open. We'll start the car and see what happens.
Yeah, sure. Airbag light.
Okay.
So we have to manually clear that. That's okay though.
But we expected that.
So everything is now complete. Here's what the new wheel looks like with the paddles. It's actually a really nice looking wheel. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description below. $425 total.
Right, so shipping.
With the paddles and the wheel, so really good deal. It was a little bit tricky to get the paddles to work. Like I said, we put a little bit of description because he figured out how to do it. But my video and Jason Joyrides video, I'll put a link to that video. Thanks again, Jason, for the inspiration to do this. It's not that hard.
Be very careful unplugging the paddle from the rest of the connector.
Yes.
We did have a bit of a disclaimer. So Jason in his said he thought it felt like it broke. It did break.
I broke it.
So we've had to solder it all back together. And
Cut
stuff,
the wires,
which is
take it
why
apart.
you can see when we put it in, there's solder. We use the little butts connector things.
Yeah.
What else?
That's it. There's more stuff coming to the car, but
There is more stuff coming for this car. You can absolutely feel the difference between the quality of this one and the quality of mine and the thickness of it. And
yeah,
this feels quite sharp. So if you're one for palming the wheel, this is probably not the one for you.
Yeah.
I palm a lot and I can do it with mine. But it's a nice looking wheel.
yeah, it's pretty high quality. Like I said, for $375 shipped, it is a good looking steering wheel. It's D-shaped.
Anybody looking in the car is going to like it. Anybody sitting in the car is going to like it.
Yeah.
It's only when you actually drive the car you feel the difference.
Yeah, and it'll take me a while to get used to it. I mean, I think I've already found a spot for my hands, so we'll figure it out. So yeah, more stuff coming. We're going to do a downpipe on this in the next couple weeks, and then we'll give you the full tour when it's all done. It doesn't look very good at the moment because...
Paint correction.
Yeah, the other guy didn't take great care of it, so it needs to be corrected, but it will be good when it is done.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned. Many videos coming.
Don't forget to do the like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Thank you.